Have a good day, students. My name is Mayuri Karya. I hope you all are well at home. Stay home, be safe. With this, we are starting our second session of Chapter 1, Standard 7, Social Science, History Ncert based book. The book name is our part-2. We have already started our first chapter and completed some of the portion. The chapter name is Tracing Changes Through 1,000 Years. So we will do a quick recap of whatever we have learned in the previous chapter. We had started our lecture with the comparison of two maps. The first map was made in 1115 CE by the Arab geographer Al-Idrisi, and the second map was prepared in 1720s by the French cartographer, and we have seen the difference between the two maps. After that we have learned new and old terminology. Means by the time whatever means the same word, but the terminology is being changed for the word. For that they have given the example of Hindustan. The Hindustan word used in 13th century by Minhaj Aisiraj, a chronicler who wrote in Persian. He meant the area of Punjab, Haryana and the land between the Ganga and Yamuna. He used the Hindustan word for this particular region. By the contrast, in the early 16th century, Babur used that word to describe the geography. Means the geography which place he has been conquered. For that he has used this word Hindustan along with its flora and fauna. In 14th century, poet Amir Khusro used the word Hindustan for the same geographical place, but he used the word Hind besides of Hindustan. Another example they have given for that foreigner. In the olden era, people from two different villages also foreigner for each other, and now that foreigner word or pardesi term has been extended in this era. Now we are considering the two different people from two different countries are the foreigner for each other. Then we have learned about the historians and their sources. The information about medieval period is derived from two sources. These are two main sources by which we know the history: archaeological and literary. Archaeological sources means monuments, temples, tombs, ornaments and paintings. Archaeological means remains of past, and by the excavation archaeologists are getting the information and things, and then they are getting the information about the history. After that we have learned, since paper became available in a good quantum, people used it to write holy texts, chronicles of rulers, letters and teachings of saints, autobiographies, petitions and judicial records. These accounts are called manuscripts and were placed in libraries and archives. Archives is a place where documents and manuscripts are stored. Our biggest archive is situated in Delhi. Then we have learned about the new social and political groups' emergence. The study of the thousands years between 700 to 1750 is a huge challenge to historians, largely because of the scale and variety of development that occurred over in this period. It was the period of great mobility, and particular groups of persons become more important, and some caste also become more important in this era, or we can say emerge in this era. Rajputs, Marathas, Sikhs, Jats, Ahoms and Kayasthas were the important caste that has been emerged in this era. people were grouped into jatis or subcaste and ranked on the basis of their backgrounds. And different jatis are having their jati panchayat, and they have make their own rules, and each person belong to their jati, they have to follow that. Now we people will start with further chapter, religions and empire. Large states like those of the Cholas, Tughlaqs and Mughals encompassed many regions. A Sanskrit Prashasti praising the Delhi Sultanate, Ghiyauddin Balban explained that he was the ruler of the vast empire that stretched from Bengal in the east of Ghazni in Afghanistan in the west, and included all of South India. People of different regions, Gauda, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, apparently fled before his armies. Means large states like those of the Cholas, Tughlaqs or Mughals encompassed many regions. And in one Sanskrit Prasasti in praise, it has been written, Delhi Sultan Balban tells that he was a ruler of the vast empire that stretched from Bengal in the east to Ghazni in Afghanistan in the west, and include all the South India. There were considerable conflicts between the various states also. Historians regard these are exaggerated claims of conquest. The same time, they try to understand why rulers claiming to have control over different parts of the subcontinent. When the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century, it led to the re-emergence of the regional states. That's why people have started to conquest different regions, language and regions. Now in different regions, different language is going to be spoken. In 1318, the poet Amir Khusro noted that there was a different language in every region of this land. Sindhi, Lahori, Kashmiri, Devasmudri in southern Karnataka, Telangani in Andhra Pradesh, Gurjari in Gujarat, Mabari in Tamil Nadu, Gauri in Bengal, Awadhi in eastern Uttar Pradesh, and Hindvi in the area around Delhi. Amir Khusro went on to explain that it is contrast to this language there was a Sanskrit which did not belong to any region. It was an old language, and common people do not know it, only the Brahmins do. By the 700, many regions already possessed distinct geographical dimensions and their own language and cultural characteristics. You will learn more about this in chapter 9. They were also associated with specific ruling dynasties. There was considerable conflicts between these states. Occasionally, dynasties like the Cholas, Khaljis, Tughlaqs, and Mughals were able to build an empire that was pan-region, spanning diverse regions. Not all those empires were equally stable in successful. Compare, for example, table 1 in chapter 3 and 4 was the duration of ruler of the Khaljis and Mughal dynasties. Here is the example. Sanskrit was the most important language in that olden eras. Now we will see by the map. that in different regions different languages being spoken. In Kashmir, in Jammu Kashmir, Kashmiri; in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, varieties being spoken Hindi; in Gujarat, Gujarati; in Maharashtra, Marathi; in Goa, Konkani; in Karnataka, in Kerala, Kannada; in Kerala, Malayalam; in Tamil Nadu, Tamil; in Telangana, Telugu; in Odia in Odissi; Bengali in Bengal; Nepali in Nepal. So these are the different languages being spoken at that time in different era. When the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century, it led to the re-emergence of regional states. By this era, but years of imperial pan-regional rulers had already the characteristics of region across almost of subcontinent. The regions were filled with the legacies of big and small states that had ruled over them. This was apparent in the emergence of many distinct and shared traditions in the realms of governance, the management of the economy, allied cultures and languages. Through the 1,000 years between 700 and 1750, the character of the different regions did not grow in isolation. These regions felt the impact of large regional forces of integration without ever quite losing their distinctiveness. So almost 700 regions already possessed distinct geographical dimensions on their own languages and cultures. So almost this it is in this much biggest manner. Years between 700 to 1750, a characteristic of different regions did not grow in isolation. It has a great impact of pan regions and different forces like different culture also, like Mughals, Tughlaqs, Cholas, and they are having their own regions and own cultures. These also going to be impact on these languages and all that changes came because of that. Okay, today we will keep our lecture up to this. Tomorrow we will go further. I hope you people like this lecture. Thank you so much.